The White City is under siege. Gondor calls for aid, and Rohan has answered. We are here at Minas Tirith, and we have a glorious 4v4 siege view today. We do have a whole host of obviously new units and new heroes here. As we have Faramir in this glorious siege of Minas Tirith, defending it with his life. And he actually doesn't look like he's... Oh no, maybe he is standing on the ground. He looked like he was floating from one angle, but he is in fact standing on the ground, and he's here ready to defend his White City. I think we have Denethor here as well. I imagine is back here. Yeah, Denethor is back here with the Citadel Guard. He's got a whole bunch of units as well. And then I don't know who the... or maybe we don't have a third Gondor army. I thought maybe we did, but I think we have two Rohirrim ones instead. We have King Theoden over here, and with him we have Prince Imrahil, who's leading the Knights of the Silver Swan. So this is, I guess, sort of like they're going more for the lore of the book. But Imrahil was actually inside. The White City. He sided out from inside, not from outside. So that's the only little bit they maybe got wrong for this one, if they were going for like that lore sort of like for it. But it's very cool anyway. We got Gondor going to be joining the sally out, or like the reinforcement army arriving. We do have, I believe, it's two Mordor armies. We have Othrod, and then we have the Witch King here. And then we also have a Eastling army, I think, as well joining this fire, which is really attacking over on this side here with Loki Rim, starting to land onto the walls. And then we have, as the reinforcements, we will have the baby mummoks arriving. These things are actually involved in the siege of Minas Tirith. You see them like ever so briefly in the film. Like, it's like a one split split second where you see like an Eastling attacking, and that is about it. So it'll be interesting to see how they do in today's siege. That will be sure. They'll probably add a lot of elite sort of infantry to a pretty much otherwise tough assault for the forces of evil. Like the attackers always, I feel like, suffer because just the Orc warriors are never good enough to break through. But Eastlings might be able to. Gondor spear infantry here, nearly getting hit by artillery, but just about surviving. The large onagers back there doing their work. Actually, one of them getting taken out by a trebuchet, which is very cool to see. We've got obviously as well Harad arriving later on, so they will arrive. I think it's 10 minutes they were saying after the attack. Rohan was like Theoden starts to do his speech, then 15 minutes after that, they start to charge. So I think we'll see Theoden like run down the line for a bit, which kind of, I guess, gives Mordor a bit of a last-minute warning that Rohan are on their way. And then I presume, so like 5 or so minutes after Rohan's maybe committed, well, I should say, and Imrahil, then we should see Harad arrive. I imagine there'll be a little bit of a delay between that, so the riders of Rohan can actually do a little bit of damage, but it'll be interesting to see how much they'll get done. I mean, the trebuchets here are actually ripping through the ranks of the Uruks and the Orcs here. My gosh. Yeah, it's going through one unit, hitting the next, and it seems like it's going into the third unit back here as well. Pretty incredible stuff. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how much damage they actually get done, the Rise of Rohan, because it seems like most of the armies of Mordor are landing on the walls in this first wave. It doesn't seem like they have large amounts of troops. I mean, numbers-wise, it's 9,800 inside of it's now 9,400 against about 6,300. They've only killed 400 Orcs on the assault here. They might have done. But the Orcs are starting to land now, and they're facing up against Ringwood Vale men-at-arms. Yes, if you're enjoying all things Dawnless Days and would like to see some more, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show support. It really does help out the channel, as we have a tower. I think it's not collapsing. I think they're indestructible, these ones, but I'm not entirely sure. It looks like we've got Cav inside the city as well, Gondor Cav. Whether they were going to go for a sally out on as well, that would have been interesting to see. But the trolls are through the gate, and they are going to start smashing it down. Your men of Gondor! Whatever comes through that gate, you'll stand your ground, as Gandalf says. Good about Gandalf, I guess, in this one. That would be cool to have him as a unique general. I imagine you could add him to like a few factions, like Gondor, Rohan. I think that'd be quite cool to have him like as a multi-faction sort of general. I'd just make him like a one-man unit if they can do that. Don't give him a bodyguard. Just make it him. Just probably make him like I'd make him like a support unit, like just has like lots of like morale or like war cry abilities, stuff like that. Because obviously he's not going to kill a lot, and then you kind of like obviously they can act like his spells or something like that. That'd be really cool. That's what I'd want him to like be able to do, maybe. But yeah, it does seem as though Gondor Sword Militia, no surprise there, are losing to Loki and Maceman. That was going to happen. It'll be interesting to see how the Loki and Maceman match up against Gondor Swords. The Loki Rim used to be anti-Gondor. They did sort that out, but it will be interesting to see whether they still beat the Gondor Swords, that's for sure. I also am kind of surprised, and we've got Kahar here as well, I should say. The Storm Rider general that these things can now bring. I guess there's also, there he was, just charging by in his black armor. It might also be a cheeky way that these things have gone about bringing in a cav unit. I mean, they have also got the Witch King here, but I was surprised that maybe these things didn't bring any cav themselves. The Storm Riders would be a handy unit to bring. I think we might be about to see him getting dismounted here. If he's standing by this wall, I feel like he's going to dismount and go up that wall and get himself inside. Just so he doesn't get charged and killed off by the Rohirrim, which is actually not a bad idea there from the from these thing general if he does do that. And we also do have the Locrian Mace Spearmen here, like the halberds. They're ready, but maybe he'll just use the halberds to protect the Storm Riders. We'll see. But there are certainly units back here that could still get him from range. We've got Esquires of Rohan, they have missile capability, and also I think the more elite units, if they have any, if they're somewhere. Oh, they have Rohan skirmishers as well. Okay. I don't know if they actually did bring... Oh, Arid of the King's Mark. This is what I was looking for. Arid of the King's Mark are a bow hybrid unit as well. And these are a pretty handy unit. And then we've got Arid of the Gap here as well. So it does seem as though they'd still be able to do some damage to the pole arms and also his general from range if they wanted to. You may also be wondering why we're on such a strange looking Minas Tirith. There are cooler looking ones. Yes, granted. But this one works best because it's got the most space sort of between tiers. So it's not just turning into a really horrible choke pointy battle. This one still has sort of open spaces. It doesn't look as nice as just it's part of a mountain. It's called the early days of Minas Tirith. I guess to represent Minas Tirith being built. But it does work the best, I think, for siege battles in the sense of space. Because otherwise, one Citadel Guard and a Fountain Guard stacked on top of each other, and they just stopped everything. The trolls here are smacking through stuff. These Gondorians are probably going to get beaten alive here. And the Warriors of Losnar could die, and we've got Spear Infantry down here, they're all dying as well. The Olokai, I think, have been super charged up as well, because none of them are dead yet. They're winning decisively. And they're down, they're 8 out of 8. Yeah, I think, Gondor's... Sorry, I think Olokai have been supercharged in the last update. Sword Infantry now going onto the walls. Gondor's actually going to go and fight and try and reclaim his walls. Look like there's Orc Warriors up here that are, the only resistance. And this is also not a bad spot here for Gondor to hold back at Mordor. I always think this is a bit of a death zone for Mordor, because really, all it takes is now Faramir to set himself up on that ramp and just start shooting over the side, and he kills dozens of Orcs really easily. Gondor Sword Militia are going to need help because they are losing. And the other one's doing okay for now, but they will start to die. But I imagine most of Gondor's infantry in this early tier is just militia. It's supposed to represent well, there are obviously Gondor swords and spears down here, but it's supposed to represent I guess the Gondorians getting overwhelmed and run down sort of in these early tiers. And oh boy, he's starting to do it. It is in fact time for Theoden to start giving his speech. I could read it out, but I'm not doing that this time. Shields will be broken. No, shields, yeah, swords will be broken. Shields will be splintered. Something like that. Or spears will be, I don't know, spears will be broken. Shields will be splintered. It's a sword day, I think that's what he says. That's how it goes. I've not watched Return of the King in a long time. I've totally forgotten what the line does. But yes, he's getting ready to go in. If someone wants to, I imagine someone will post the whole speech in the comments. And yeah, Mordor's getting ready with a bunch of spears here, and I imagine we'll see pole arms joining this sort of fray. Yeah, you can see some over here. Morgul Legion, they're already getting ready. I don't mind this happening as long as Mordor doesn't it's quite hard actually for Mordor to like fully stop the charge here of the Rohirrim. But I don't mind them setting up and preparing for it because they do obviously in the film, and they look pretty bad at actually these spears. And I think that like a solid charge from the Rohirrim shock, they'd still smash through these guys. That's the thing. They just need to keep cycling them, and then they definitely will break through. Talking about breaking through, these things here cannot be stopped right now. They are rushing through. They are eating up these Gondorians. They're getting the support of the orcs as well down here as well. Let me know who you're rooting for. Are you rooting for the forces of evil, or are you rooting for the forces of good? I'd be intrigued to know what you're siding with. I myself, I feel like I'm a forces of good sort of guy. In a way, I never want to see Minas Tirith fall. I want it to be a close game, but I want to see Minas Tirith hold. I always do. But I also always feel that like the attackers do have the disadvantage in these sort of scenarios. I feel like the forces of evil, we're always trying to find new ways to give them a better chance of winning. Speaking of, oh look, Hyasana died. 3 out of 10 of them left. It'll be interesting to see how many kills they've got. They've got 2 bronze chevrons, which I think they've earned. And they're still in here. I wonder whether if you cycled them out, they would do better, like because they'd be fresh and they'd be fresher. He's exhausted unit now. I don't know, maybe. Obviously, Harrad's got a lot of like mummoks that are going to counter the cav. They didn't bring much in the way of their own cavalry to try and stop Rohan. They got lots of Muhad beast tamers. They also brought archers, Haradrim archers. I would have brought the Muhad like javelins instead. I forgot what they're called now. And he's got Haradrim swords. So I guess he's bringing some units that are just like, you know, for later on in the siege. He's hoping that he'll manage to get through. And here comes Rohan. They're going to slam in. I don't know who even I want to look at. Scouts? I don't know. Do we want to look at them? We'll look at the scouts. They look like they're going to be the first to go in. Against Uruk spears, I actually think that the Uruks will hold this. And in they go. And Rohan goes in. Looks like, I don't know, maybe they knocked. It looks like they've done some severe damage there. Here we go. These are some household knights going in. There's Theoden as well, leading the charge. Yeah, look, you can see they're smashing them. They're getting around the flanks as well here. Erling Knights who got out of the gap as well, doing the same thing. And yeah, they're absolutely smashing some of these. The Orc Warriors are getting annihilated. Uruk spears being broken through. Archers already being attacked. Yeah, this is a very successful charge actually here by Rohan. This is what we don't often see. Scouts are dying pretty quickly, as are some of these out of the Westfold. I mean, they're charging pole arms. Yeah, they probably want to get out of that one. You don't want to get out of there, boys. I guess maybe they're thinking we've got to pin them down, and then they've got a rear charge here with the Herald of the King's Mark, which actually haven't got a bad charge bonus. I always feel like they demolish units. And there you go, into the back of those pole arms again. And that do some spear damage there to the Morgul Legion. A second unit might be needed though. But yeah, they just stop feeding cav onto these Morgul Legion. But I guess after Rohan's dead, it's kind of its purpose will be finished. There isn't much more it can do. Like, it's not going to be able to get back inside the city. Mordor needs to get what it can inside the city. Mordor and these things. Yeah, they have a lot of troops just blobbed up by the in certain points. It looks like Gondor's actually forced Mordor off the walls, which is a little bit concerning. Got Othrod and his Uruk bodyguards. They're getting ready. I'd get him inside, to be honest. Gondor's sword militia over here, though, is nearly dead, and they're going to get broken through. So there is some hope for Mordor here. But yeah, it's really obviously going on over here. And the Mummoks actually already coming in, so it looks like it wasn't much of a delay for the Haradrim to arrive. And to be honest, it kind of works out quite nicely because, yeah, as you can see, this Mordor force is dead already. It looks like the Witch King is going to be in some severe trouble here. He's running back towards the gates of Minas Tirith, and he's getting chased quite quickly here by Rohirrim Knights. And it actually looks like he's going to go in against the Erling Knights here. He knows that the chase is up, and in he goes. Where is the Witch King himself? He's somewhere on the front lines, taking as many men down with him as he can. And he shouldn't be... Ah, there he is. Actually, he's not. He's actually right at the back. What a coward. He shouldn't be worried anyway. No man can kill him. So all these Rohirrim here, they've got no chance. No chance at all. As this fight goes on, I'd imagine the Erling Knights will start to lose see though in a minute. These Esquires Rohan or something here wants to probably go in and support this. Just because they're a melee cab, yeah, it's because the early knight's losing now. But I think they're more worried about getting over here and helping their allies, try and killing some of the forces of Mordor. It looks like a fresh Olokai's joined. They're smashing through Gondor as well. Gondor's now trying to use its knights inside the walls. I don't think there's enough space really to use them effectively. I think they should have charged out at the beginning. Could have been like Faramir's sally out. If they want to have any chance of like really making an influence on the game. Yeah, Lokirim are kind of, they need to be careful they don't pull through here. Oh. I don't think they are, but yeah, they are getting stuck into a gate fight they really don't need to get stuck into. And here come the Mummoks. The Mummoks are... Oh, and they're getting absolutely wasted. I'm actually not surprised by this because they have so many bow cab units through the... And also the skirmishers. I bet they're using the horse skirmishers on them, aren't they? No, they are just using bow cab. And also now you have Arid of the King's Mark as well, which are a hybrid unit. You can just waste the Mummoks so easy because they're vulnerable to archers. Like, trolls can suck up, soak up the the ammo of archers quite nicely, but not so easy for a Mummock. And it seems like these move up beast tamers here are getting absolutely wiped out as well by the Arid of the Westfold. Yeah, these beast tamers, which I feel like are a reasonable spear unit, are really not doing too well. I think they can form square though, so they might want to have done that to prevent a cab charge being so effective. The general here, the Serpent Guard general, he needs to try and get himself involved in the fight. Try and get some charges off. It'll certainly be better than these scouts and escort, like these Arid of the Westfold. Like a good charge, he'll do some good damage. Artillery is still flying in, trying to do damage to the beast tamers back here. I guess it's just like friendly fire, who cares? These cav are meant to die. If they can charge these... Oh yeah, look at this. The cabs is getting good charge onto unsuspecting swords as well. It's not looking good for the reinforcements for evil. And yeah, those Mummoks are dying really quickly. Looks like Imrahil's maybe another delayed wave. I really don't know. He just doesn't arrive apparently in this one. I don't know what his purpose is going to be then. I would have had him come out through the gates. But I guess that doesn't really work if if Mordor's contesting the gates or you've lost them. I maybe just wouldn't have had Imrahil. Just maybe had another Rohan army. Not like, I don't know that Rohan needed anymore. Just split this Rohan army between two players maybe, or something like that. Or just done a 4v3. Which it really has been at this point anyway. It's not like Imrahil's actually contributed to the fight. Morgul Raiders down here, they're trying to battle their way through the Gondorians. I mean, the thing is, even though it's gone kind of wrong for the forces of evil outside the city, inside the city, it's going okay. They're not doing too bad. It's fairly evenly balanced. It's about 3,000 troops each, but a lot of those troops for the defenders are outside the wall. You've got to remember. And they're not going to be able to be great use once they've dealt with the Haradrim. I feel like the Haradrim army as well should have been bigger. I don't know if they were set armies or anything like that. I just feel like Harad was just too small. They should have given them like I think there's an uncapped submod. You could have just then brought more Mummoks. Someone lost their general? An ally's general's fault. Oh, is Theoden dead? Theoden has died to the Serpent Guard general there, but he has taken down the Serpent Guards with him. But there you go. Theoden, even in this scenario, has died. I mean, it looked pretty safe for him. His Rohirrim have done an excellent job. And they're very much intact, really. I've never seen the Rohirrim survive any of these scenarios, actually. Yeah, if you've got any sort of like Dawnless Days battles that you want to send in, or any like sort of scenarios yourself that you think, Pope, you want to check these out, then feel free to send them into my Discord. The link is down below in the description. You're more than welcome to do so. Or if you're looking for Dawnless Days games, or you want to get involved in the streams, you're more than welcome to come and join our Discord and get involved. Whether you're a new player to the mod, or whether you're a veteran, either are welcome. Yeah, it looks like they're just farming kills now, these Rohirrim, which is a bit disgraceful. But here comes Imrahil. Imrahil is on his way. He's just got Princess Sergeant and Knights of Silver Swan. So we're seeing all the variants of Dol Amroth's cav being used here. But they have nothing to charge, as you can see. So yeah, Dol Amroth's kind of like a little wasted here. Which is a shame, But that's, I guess, just how it goes. I guess they could dismount, mount the walls, and then join the fight. Or they can hope that Gondor can recapture the gate, but I don't know if they will. Looks like Gondor's getting pushed back, but it'll be interesting to see if they can contend with this. Good to see that Gondor hasn't gone insane like the pole arms and citadel guards. Like, they have just really brought just one, I think, of each, to be honest. There's the citadel guard, but there's also a Denethor citadel guard. But yeah, they haven't gone insane, put it like that. Faramir with his Ithilien Rangers, and they've got Gondor archers here. It doesn't seem like they have much in the way of anything, really, to Gondor. They've just held on enough to allow Rohan to arrive. I think maybe you could have chevroned up the orcs, or not chevroned up the militia, and then that would have been a little bit fairer. Maybe Mordor would have got a little bit further, but it doesn't really matter. I think it's been a pretty fun little siege. The trolls are back in it now. They're slapping themselves around. And the trolls are kind of like the big hope now for the forces of evil to break through. Who is this general? Oh, Kahar isn't here. I'm presuming dismounted. Oh no, he's still mounted. I guess, yeah, he could have come through the gate. And Othrod's here as well. We've got all the, sort of like the commanders. The new commanders here at the front. Shame the Witch King couldn't join the fight, but I think he's dead, obviously. Well, he's very much dead. And yep, as I suspected, Imrahil is dismounting. And he is mounting the walls, and he's going to come in through this way. So we're going to see an attack from Dol Amroth, but it's just not what you expected. Princess Sergeant's here. They're pinning down the halberdiers, which is a great job to do, because, yeah, it's wasting resources that could otherwise be used on the front lines here. Because halberds will be needed against the Fountain Guard. So Kahar's in the front line. Oh, there's some of his bodyguard are. Look at this. Men and orcs fighting against each other. A brutal front line here. Gondor not giving an inch, though. Refuses to. Their city must hold, or all men's hope will fail. Looks like the trolls are nearly through, actually. And we can see, look at this. Elocurum literally got like one more Gondorian to break through. And they're through. I mean, this guy's already broken through. The mad lad. Yeah, it does seem as though Gondor is maybe preparing for the worst. The archers are their next line, really. They haven't really got much in the way of extra defense. Ringlow Vale men at arms, I guess, could hold. Oh, artillery coming in. Oh god. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is going to be painful for the Easterlings. Yeah. Oh jeez. Oh, friendly fire as well, though. Gondor is risking friendly fire with these shots, but they are getting some pretty good ones on the Eastling forces here. And are we about to see? Oh, I thought maybe they were wavering. Not quite wavering yet. And more Raiders on here. Yeah, we've got like lots of Eastlings, but we haven't got like anything too elite like Wards or Rune or anything like that. I don't think. Got more Raiders over here. They're killing off the reinforcing Dol Amroth troops that have been forced to scale the walls. I wonder whether Rohan will come do the same. Looks like the answer is no. Oh, no, they are, I think. Why didn't they dismount near the walls? I don't know why they didn't just do that. It's going to take a long time for them to get there now. That's all I'm thinking. Yeah, this is an interesting Minas Tirith siege, that's for sure. Forces of Evil, yeah, I mean, I think it was just never really going to happen for them. I think they needed, like, chevrons on the units. I think they could have done with more elite units as well. Like some Guards of the Teeth and some Wards of Rune. I like the idea of having these things there. I think that really adds some teeth to their attack. I mean, they are nearly through. That's the thing. If they break through this, then They can surround these guys down here, and then it's just archers here. It's pretty much, they are pretty much nearly through. And I think that they could probably kill like all the Dawnless troops. I guess if they just kind of stay as a big blob, and just take out bit by bit, then they'll be okay. The artillery must nearly be out of ammo. That trebuchet is. That one is. I think that was all their last shot, actually. That's kind of handy. But yeah, if they play this right, I think the Forces of Evil can still do this. They just need to. They need to. Oh, maybe they. Oh, no. This is. I see what they're going to do now. Dawnless captured the gate. They're going to resend out troops back out here. Imrahil has gone back out. And I think some of the Knights of Silver Swan are as well. And they're going to remount up. That is problematic. They need to now recontest the gate. They need to get back down here and recontest the gate to the Forces of Evil. If they can even just get halberds into this front line, that's fine. Because Knights of Silver Swan, what are they going to do against halberds? What are they going to do? It looks like they're just going to instead have a halberd back, like rear line, which also kind of works. Problem is, though, is that I think you'd just be better off contesting the gate. Because I think Rohan... Oh, no, Rohan's used all its ammo as well. Ooh. Well, pretty much all its ammo. They've got some guys left with some. But actually, they might be okay, Mordor, then. If they just carry on like this. They've broken through. The trolls are into the archers. These things are going to have to do a lot of heavy lifting. A lot of heavy lifting. You can see the sea of Gondorian archers coming down now. Orc spears at the front here. Oh, they're orc pikes. Okay. They look a little different. Well, I've not seen them, I guess, yet. No one usually brings orc pikes. They would have been quite useful against the Fountain Guard as well, but I don't know if they would. They beat them in the end. Fountain Guard against orc pikes. Fountain Guard usually win, I would have thought. Looks like the Othrod and his bodyguard have been thrown in here to hold back all of these archers, and looks like the Eastlings got the job of surrounding and annihilating this small remnant force down here. We also got Dol Amroth troops fighting Lokirim on the wall here. Macemen are actually losing to the Prince's Sergeants. I mean, they're just dismounted. Surely they don't have the same stats as if they're mounted. Imrahil's remounted up, and he is now, I guess, I don't know, just showing off his mighty steed inside the city. Not really what they're doing. Looks like Gondor is retaking or losing? Hard to tell. I think Gondor's losing for... I don't know what... I like the gate, but I don't know what to. I mean, Kahar's also here with his Storm Riders. He could challenge Imrahil, perhaps. Maybe not. He's actually healthy. He could have challenged them when they all just stood here nicely, waiting. Yeah, Mordor is running out of steam, just slowly, just little by little. Gondor is plugging away. If those trolls start to drop, that's a real problem. But they have no missile capability to do the forces of good, so that is a problem. It is just really, if those pole arms, the Fountain Guard can stop them. There's Othrod on the front lines. You can see him there with a face only your mother could love. What a disgusting looking man. I think that you can see a bit of a side charge being attempted there by Kahar. If any of these guys have war cry, they could probably break those Gondor archers by now and just move on to the next layer. But do you want to move on to the next layer? It looks like Faramir's as well abandoned his men. He's retreating to the final spot, and it looks like they're going to need the trolls just to break down the gatehouse here. with those massive hammers of theirs. And we are seeing cycle charges now as well. Looks like Dol Amroth attempted this. Doesn't look like they're going to get far. I mean, this is a solid line of pikes and polearms. Well, polearms now. They are not breaking through that. It's 2 units stacked on top of each other. We've got some Morgul Orcs as well to support. Yeah, Rohan, I don't know what they're hoping to do with these units here. I mean, if they land, like, if they bring up their forces, and then they just land this side. Is there any towers that landed over here? Yeah, it's just these ones. Use these ones. Land behind the polearm line, and they've undone the Eastling's defense anyway. Imrahil, and they'd have to pull forces away to there. Definitely is doable. Rohan just has to play smart, just not come through the same gate. Gondor archers are starting to waver now. Finally, they're starting to give in. With the Kahar's help, he probably could have cycle charged instead of just standing here melee, costing his units some stuff. We are now seeing Rohan bringing up their missile-capable units that they have left. You can see here the Era of the King's Mark. They're doing their bit, shooting and tooting. And the halberds are actually wavering. Look at that. 66, then starting to waver. Kahar needs to just think about keeping himself alive just because of the halberds, really. And it looks like we're going to see, yeah, Kahar's actually going to sally out and he's going to go for a charge here onto the archers. That is going to bring in Imrahil, I would have thought. Yeah, he's trying to get through the lines and he actually is getting counter-charged by Rohan for that. So that might actually cost these slings its general. We'll see. Morgul Orc trying to do that, but yeah, Kahar's still trying to break out. He's managed to silence his archer.
Our allies have fled, the cowards.
But I don't know. We'll see. And the polearms are in all sorts of weird formations now. And I think again, Imrahil definitely could have struck. I think he's missed his opportunity now. The polearms are trying to reform up, but they're not in a great formation. Definitely killable. And the trolls are broken through with what remains of like the immortal forces on this side, led by Othrod. They're getting ready. It looks like we've got another new defense. Faramir has been sent back outside the walls. Denethor's like, "How dare you retreat? Go back out there and take back our city." And the finest men I give you are the Trebuchet crew. He's got 3 units of Trebuchet crew to help fight the trolls. And then yeah, there you go. Rohan's doing the smart thing. They're landing the other side. Oh, it's not Rohan actually. It's those Dol Amroth troops. They're landing the other side of the polearm wall, and they're actually going to break through now anyway, so it doesn't really matter. The trolls are up to silver chevrons. I think they should have started something like that, just to supercharge them. I mean, it's been close. I mean, numbers-wise, it's 1,500 against 500 left. But I honestly think that the Force of Evil could just have done with a little bit more. And yeah, you're going to see Imrahil now. He's snuck in behind this engagement and he's going after poor innocent swords here. Like, I would have given the extra Uruk bodyguard as well. I think that would have been kind enough to do. Like, given both of the Immortal armies one. I don't think they both had one. I think just the Othrod Uruk bodyguard was given. Just to give more, like, nasty infantry. We see Prince Imrahil now going for a back charge. Actually, there isn't anything down here. It's just all knights. They might be forced to fight the Olokai here, though. This won't end so well for them. Because these are cav units. Cav don't do well against trolls. And these guys don't even have their horses. So they're just getting killed off. whether these guys have the same health as if they have their horses, because I know that like they have more health because it's like a man and a horse as the cavalry. So maybe these guys are like supercharged humans, which is why they've been winning melee fights. It does look as though those dismounted knights and Rohirrim have managed to rout the final units in here. And it looks like it's going to just come down to this final little push here. Denethor's even coming down the hill. He's going to fight against Othrod here, who's still in the front lines like a champ, taking on the Rangers. Oh, and Othrod's been beheaded! Just like that. Oh, and he's still alive. What? It's his second life. Get up, Othrod. You got your head back. And he's dead again. Will he get up? No, he didn't. Is this time he dead? I think this time he's actually dead. There's no notification for it, but he has died. The pikes are stuck here. I wonder whether the pathfinding on the map is a bit janky for some of the retreating units. I'm not sure. The trolls here, though, they might last a little longer. They've got a second silver chevron. They might route to army losses. I'm not sure. But it does seem as though Minas Tirith is going to be held here. The forces of evil have been defeated. Gondor and Rohan can now march on the Black Gate once they've, I guess, patched up their wounded and recovered some losses. Imrahil here is going to go for the final blow. There you go. The rear charge there should rout these guys. Not many Uruk bodyguards down here. All flattened. There you go. Very much dead is Othrod. And then that should just be the Olokai left to go. They've lost one. Whether they'll all start to die or whether they'll waver. And they are an elite unit. They might just fight for a little longer. They might believe they can still win, these trolls. Imagine if they claim it. They claim the city for Sauron. 7 against 1,300. I believe they can do it. 7 mad lads with a dream. Yeah, Faramir is going to support against the trolls. There's a brave man there. Yeah, it looks like it just looks like it's the trolls left. So we're just going to fast forward now as we wait for the trolls to die en route and be. Let's see how many. They got another silver chevron. They're down to 6 now. Are they seriously going to take out? I don't think they'll take everything out because obviously the pole arms and the spears and stuff. They really don't stand a chance of breaking through. But the idea that they might kill all this is still very likely. I feel because none of it's actually anti-trolls. I mean, the Imrahil charging like this might do some damage to them, I guess. But yeah, they aren't giving up. There's 5 of them left. Still combat even, and they are routing a few of these units over here. And also, it seems like the trebuchet crews are starting to die as well. But there you go. At 3 out of 8, they are starting to waver and break. And there you go. The trolls are defeated. Mordor is defeated. And Sauron has been forced back. And there you go. A Pyrrhic victory there for Gondor. We'll end the replay and have a quick look at the end results. So this was sent in by Mythic, who was playing as one of the Gondor armies. So really nice, fun scenario that really was. Thank you, Mythic, for sending that one in. We'll have a quick look at some of the kills. I mean, his army is fairly intact because he's got quite a few of the elites that's remained. But yeah, he got 154 kills with one of his Gondor swords. And then the trebuchet is 170, 126. I feel like one trebuchet might have been enough. These guys are killers. And then we've got K playing as Imrahil, 262 kills with him. The Princess Sergeants, even though they didn't charge anything, 190 kills, 219 with this Knights of Silver Swan. Again, even though it wasn't charging anything. Shaddix playing as Rohan did a good job. 302 kills with Theoden before he fell. 211 with the Esquires of Rohan there. 362 kills with this one. 300 kills with the Arid of the Westfold. 251 with the Arid of the King's Marquette. 444 with this one. Insane. The Scouts of Rohan, 234 kills, 259. Erling Knights, 353 kills. And then the Skirmishers, 144 kills. Then we have Itchy Left Nut playing as the final Gondor army. 130 kills basically with Faramir here. 111 with the Gondor Sword Militia. Ringler Vale Men at Arms, 188 kills. 344 kills with the Gondor Sword Infantry. 219 with the Gondor Swords there. 200 kills with the Gondor Archers, 227, 230, 61, 283. Some, good kills with all these Gondorian Archers. Cav, even though it didn't sally out, it still got 118 kills, and this Trebuchet got 402 kills. Like I said, I think one Trebuchet would have been enough for the whole Gondor army. And then we have Prime playing as Mordor. Got 197 kills, 199 with another one there. 173 kills with the Morgul Raiders, 117 with the Uruk Spears. I mean, loads of these Spears got no kills. I think they got charged by Rohirrim. Morgul Legion getting 127 kills. And then we have Mike Ox, the Beast, playing as the Haradrim. I think he could have had a larger army. I think a full army would have been fine with like Haradrim Lancers and Serpent Guards just to help him out against the Rohirrim that were to come. But yeah, like his infantry really suffered. The Mummoks only getting 69 kills, really rough there. The Predator playing as these things, I definitely think these things should have had a full army, just to like make it a little bit more interesting for Gondor, because I think Gondor just had too much left, or it just could have meant that more stuff could have been left outside for the Rohirrim charge to deal with that. But yeah, 206 kills with the Maceman, 218 with the Maceman here, 170 with another one. The Polearm's getting 93 kills. Kahar got 97 kills. But yeah, I think a little bit more might have been okay for the Eastlings. Then we have Banani Apina playing as the final Mordor army. 161 kills with Othrod here. 115 kills with the Orc Warriors. 173 kills with the Uruk Throng. And then the Trolls, 603 kills, 229 kills. And then the Onager here getting 93 kills. There you go, guys. That is today's glorious siege battle. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, do remember leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.